Hi everyone, I'm Jay and today we are going to see the input-output interfacing for the microprocessor 8085. There are different type of devices that you can connect with the microprocessor. Some are input devices and some are output devices. To connect input devices, you need some component. Let's say how to connect input device. So to connect input device, you need different components such as decoder, gate and port. If you are connecting any input device as a port, we will be using buffer. Now, the input of the decoder is address bus and the output of the decoder will be connected to one input of the gate. The another input of the gate is input output read control signal and the output of the gate will be connected to port. You can see that in the port, one side is data bus which is originated from the microprocessor and on the another side the input devices will be connected. If we want to interface the output device, the block diagram will remain same. The only change will be in the port and the control signal. So let's see the block diagram for the output device. You can see that for the output device as a port we are using latch and control signal is changed from input output read to input output write. Now there are different input devices and different output devices that we can connect with the microprocessor. Right now we are going to see input device which is switch and output device that is LED. So we are going to see how to interface output device that is LED with the microprocessor and we are also going to see how to interface switch with the microprocessor and switch is input device. So for any IO interfacing question, first of all you need to find that you are asked to interface input device or output device. If you are asked to interface output device, then you have to draw this figure. If you are asked to draw input device, if you are asked to draw interface input device, then you have to draw this figure. After that, you have to connect input or output device to another side of the port. Like you can see that in this figure, in the port, one side database is connected, another side there is nothing connected. So if you are asked to interface any input device, so you have to connect the input device to another side of the port. Same thing if you are asked to interface any output device, so you can see that in the port at one side the data bus is connected and another side is empty. So if you are asked to interface output device, so you will connect output device to another side of the port. Now let's see how to interface output device that is LED with the microprocessor 8085. Now LED can be connected by two ways. You can connect all the LEDs using the common cathode configuration or you can connect all the LEDs using common anode configuration. Now what is the difference between the common cathode and the common anode configuration? You can see that in this figure all the LEDs are connected in common cathode configuration. It means the cathode part of the LED is common and anode part of the LED is different. So whenever we are sending any data to the port, all the LED will be glow. So let's see a simple program. Suppose we are writing a program MVI A, FFH and out ATH. MVI A, FFH, it means in the accumulator FFH will be stored. Then after when microprocessor execute out ATH instruction, it means the processor will transfer data using the data bus from the accumulator to the port. And so when out ATH instruction is executed, the data from the accumulator will be transferred using the data bus to the port and that data will be passed to the LED. And because we are sending FFH, all the LEDs will be glow. So you can see that when the program is executed, all the LEDs will glow. Now let's see the common anode configuration. You can see that the direction of LED is flipped and now the anode part of the LED is connected common. You can see that anode part is connected to 5 volt and the cathode part is different. So in this example, if we want to glow all the LEDs, in that case we have to send 0 data. So if when we send 0, the path will be completed in the LED and LED will glow. So let's see one program. Suppose we are writing a program MVI A,00H. It means in the accumulator 00H will be stored. Then after we will execute out ATH. It means data from the accumulator will be transferred to the port via a data bus. Because we are sending all zeros, the path will be completed in a LED and all the LEDs will glow. So you have to check if you are using the common cathode configuration or you are using the common anode configuration, and depending on that you have to decide what data you have to send in order to glow all the LEDs. Now let's see how to connect input devices. You can see that we have connected input device which is switch with the port. One part of the switch is connected to 5 volt and another part is connected to port. So in this example, you can clearly see that the control signal is changed from IO read to IO write and the port is changed from buffer to latch. Now if I want to read the status of the switch, I have to use the instruction in 90H. When the instruction in 90H is executed, all the status of the switch will be read and it will be transferred using the data bus to the accumulator. So if we are getting in the accumulator all the ones, it means all the switch are closed, and if in the accumulator we are getting all the zeros, it means all the switch are on. So this is how you can interface input output device with the microprocessor, and this is it for this session. Thank you.